This video finds you when you're ready to commit to your genius, to expanding your genius, to working from your zone of genius, to like really embracing your calling. It's like crazy the type of day that I'm having. It's so reaffirming. You can kind of see it right here, but I'm visiting my college today. I was invited to come speak to my econ professor's class on immigration. I'm here talking about just basically my experience living in the US on TPS for the past 16 years and kind of like what that journey has been like. It's a class on immigration, and they've talked about it from different point of views. She is herself, she is Mexican, so she kind of brings that like the complications between Mexico and the US, so that side of it. And just like bringing different perspectives to the conversation. It's such a pleasure and an honor to be invited to speak to the class. But um, you know, this day has taken a turn that I hadn't expected. I'm like, okay, you want me to come? And I'm gonna come and I'm gonna tell my story. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is where I'm coming from. This is my experience, and this is how I've been able to build a life for myself here. And so, um, I like didn't realize that, you know, I'm paving a lane for myself without even realizing. Just like in the work that I do, I promise you, from the outside looking in, it's probably like, oh yeah, yeah, Lynn is so clear. Lynn is so clear on all the things that she does. I just like try. I try a lot. You can't fail for trying. I don't want to live a life where I wonder what if I applied for that thing? What if I had said yes to that opportunity? What if I just like committed myself to doing this, to doing that? Like, I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live that kind of life. And so it's just like a lot of trial and error. It sounds like Lynn be booking grants. It's so funny because as I'm talking, because I spoke about basically like my personal story, right? Going from Haiti to the US, what happened in Haiti, how I ended up here, and how I'm living in the US under TPS. And then I went into during my time at Nichols and kind of like what it was like for me here, dealing with immigration issues, but trying my best to show up on campus and be present and being involved in all of the things. But like this is more of like, yes, it's about immigration, but it's also like about career, like how I've built a career for myself over the past few years. And so as I'm talking, and I'm like, I did a little bit of this, I did a little bit of that, da, 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 da. And like all the things are coming together to the point where I'm here, like it's crazy. Like again, to me, when you're looking in, you're like, wow, she's like so strategic. She like knows what she wants, she goes after it. But a lot of it is, I'm not sure, but let me see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? I get to know. Wonderful. That's that's information. Not now is information for me. Try again in a couple years is enough information for me to go back to the drawing board, do more research, like do whatever I have to do, and then come back. And so the yeses that I've gotten are like, oh, yeah, yeah, okay, okay, yes. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's work on that together. And so, yeah, I'm talking to the students and I'm talking about the career that I built for myself and just like, my tug and pull between the art world and the business world. Just a little bit of information. It was literally between art school and business school for me, and I ended up going to business school, and every single day I'm like, I do not regret that decision at all because I learned so much. I gained so much from being in this space, from being at this school, being nurtured, and having like my skills being refined in different ways that inform my artistry today, that inform the way that I show up, and that have even enabled me to be kind of like a community educator, in terms of like helping other artists, figuring out with the business side of the creativity. I did not even realize that until today. And I'm doing the work every day. You know what I mean? That's why like sometimes even pausing to reflect on what have I done? What am I doing? What am I working on? Why do I find myself continuing to work on? And it's like, yeah, I like helping people. I like helping people. I like being in my bag, and I want to help you get in your bag as well. I want to get your ideas funded. After the class, one of the students came up to me and she like shared an idea that she pitched at an elevator speech competition. And I was like, you're onto something. This is a perfect time. You're a freshman. Um, give this idea a bit of your time, every other whatever, for the next 4 years. We're finding you have plenty of time to work on this. And by the time you graduate, you're like, listen, I've been working on this idea for 4 years. Like, you got this. Please do it. And I will gladly help you in any way that I can, you know? And so, um, yeah, just to realize that like every experience I've had since leaving school, the way it has set me up for success to really do the work that I'm doing. Like, it's so funny because I'll do something that feels out of place for me, but it's like you were meant to do that. I'll do something that I'm like, is this even connected? Do I look confused to people? Do y'all think I look crazy? But it's all connected. Everything I've done is connected. And I didn't even realize again until I'm like talking about it. So I'm like, during my time on campus, junior year, I literally can't believe I'm here. I'm like looking around. I'm looking around. I can't believe it. I used to hang out, especially in this little corner. I used to record my YouTube videos. It wasn't a room like this. They built a room right here. It wasn't a room. It was just like a little seating corner. And there's a video on my channel that I used to record videos here. This is a weird full circle moment. Um, but I'm talking about how junior year I did an internship at an art gallery in Worcester, and I was like, this is what I want to do, you know? And then back and forth between business and art, business and art, business and art, and everything that I've been doing, independent projects led to what I'm doing. And it's still marketing and art. It doesn't have to be one or the other, you know? I thought that I had to pick one. I'm coming to business school, so that means I have to let go of the photography stuff. No, that's what helped refine it. Coming to the school helped me work on why are you walking on the grass? And you know they don't play about the grass here. Why would you walk on the grass? They don't play about the grass here. The grass is green here year round, even in the winter. It's green under the snow. That's the reputation of the school. But every little thing that I did set me up literally for the work that I'm doing now. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I'm thinking about, I was in a season of my life where, I had built so many amazing partnerships over the course of years. And literally because of that work that I was doing independently, I got my job at the museum doing partnership building because like, oh, you're good at this, bring that over here, and so that helped me think about what am I already good at? What are the skills that I already have? How can I spend more time working within my zone of genius? So yeah, it's so funny because I was reading a daily devotional this morning, and the thing that I had to say to myself is, I commit to expanding my genius every day of my life. I commit to expanding my genius every day of my life. That's the word of the day. And it's so funny because so after the class I like hung out with one of my favorite professors, and she needs to become my mentor again. She's always been my mentor in my heart, but I was hanging out with my professor, Professor Bowbury, and she's like, you should like be speaking. And like I talk a little bit, like I lead workshops. I definitely want to do some like leading more workshops. She's like, no, you need to speak at conferences. You need to like start applying for conferences. I was like, I didn't even know. I thought like they reach out to you like, hey, we would like for you to come to talk about this. She's like, no, they send out an open call, and then you find your angle, and then you submit a speech. And then she's like, you need to do more of that. You need to do more workshops. The grant writing, that's your angle. You're proven to be good at it. The partnership building, that's your angle, Lynn. Like, lean into it. And so that was like so refreshing to be like seen in that moment. And um yeah, I've been doing a lot of work recently, especially like while I was on leave, specifically the past 3 weeks, like really like getting to the bare bone of like everything that I've worked on, at least for the past 3 years, 3 or 4, oh, whatever, post-COVID, like do a full analysis between COVID and now. What are all the things you've done? What is the through line? What are the connecting dots? What are the similar themes? What are you pulling? And for me, it's relationship building, partnership building, grant writing, um, writing in general, and um, grant writing, marketing for artists, strategy for artists. And it's funny because, Professor Beaupre was like, so yeah, so how do you use like marketing and social media? Because, she's a marketing genius. Um, I was like, yeah, like this is how I use social media to kind of like share what I'm up to with my network. And sorry, I keep checking the time because I am meeting up with another professor. Yeah, child, they won't let me go today. I'm happy to be here today. Um, but I'm like, with social media, I share about the things that I'm doing to kind of like build a digital footprint of not just like I'm doing things when nobody knows, but like, hey, I did this. Hey, I did that. I have my work in a show. I hosted a workshop. I'm hosting an event. Um, Using it that way to keep my network abreast on all of the things that I do. And then I was like telling Professor Beaupre, I was like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel that I'm starting to share more like teaching content on. She's like, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect because like when you can like record speeches, you can record speeches, and then like when you're applying for speaking opportunities, you can just link to one of your YouTube videos. I said, Professor Beaupre, what are you doing, girl? I was like, I will have you know that I literally just completed a speaking class. She's like, I see it for you. I see it for you. And I was like, now you're giving me homework because I still haven't recorded my speech from my speaking class. So I'm like taking notes as I'm talking to her. So I'm gonna record that and then just kind of like have that as like instead of like my longer rambles and check-ins and reflections, this is kind of like a good 5 to 10 minute video that's like a specific speech about a specific topic. So I'm definitely gonna record my speech from um, the speaking course that I did with Dr. Sherry McLean. Shout out Dr. McLean of um, McLean Coaching and Consulting. So I'm gonna record this speech. Okay, I'm gonna record this speech. I'm gonna make sure I upload it on here. But yeah, that's all the time I have, y'all, because I'm gonna kiki with my people some more. Oh, I think she's texting me. But yeah, it just feels good to be back. It feels good to kind of like um share my expertise, not just my experience. Like, yes, wonderful. Getting to talk about immigration. I'm gonna make another video talking about that. Um, but really, what I've been able to do here, how I've been able to show up here, how I pour into community here, child. Okay, I was honest with them. I was like, I'm not gonna be here for long. I'm not gonna be here for long. But I built a career for myself. I built a lane for myself, and I can take that anywhere, wherever I decide to go, whatever country I decide to move to, wherever I find myself. I have a skill set that is not just highly profitable, but like it can help a lot of people, it can impact a lot of people. Even some of the students they showed a lot of interest in like grant writing. And I would love to be able to do something in any capacity. Even one student was like, yeah, she's like, I have an idea. I was like, girl, you got this. Like, do it. Go for it. So yeah, I'm just like grateful to be here today. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what's top of mind for me. I want to stick to my zone of genius. This is Lynn. When you need the reminder, girl, this is your reminder. I came here. I came back to the place that nurtured me and poured into me so much. And I was able to share my expertise and what I've done over the past few years. Clear expertise, clear results. And I'm onto something. I'm committed. I'm committed to my zone of genius. Whether the things that I do make sense to me or not, I'm committed to this journey. I'm committed to bettering myself and giving back and pouring into others. Um, I'm very grateful. I'm feeling good, y'all. Feeling good. That's it. That's all.